The National Maritime Council convened today its second meeting in accordance with the mandates specified in Executive Order Number 57, Series of 2024, signed by President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. last March 2024. The meeting was also called in light of the recent developments in the West Philippine Sea. The executive order aims to strengthen the Philippines' maritime security and maritime domain awareness through the enhanced coordination of the National Maritime Council, the Presidential Office for Maritime Concerns, the National Maritime Center, and the National Task Force West Philippine Sea. As President Marcos Jr. stated in his keynote address at the Shangri-La Dialogue in Singapore, we must explore all means to protect our sovereign home to the last square inch, to the last square millimeter. Against the backdrop of continuing tensions in our maritime zones, we will not yield and we will not be deterred from fulfilling this duty. The maritime challenges of the Philippines do not only concern our defense and foreign affairs institutions. They also affect different sectors such as agriculture, fisheries, environment, energy, local governance, transportation, and justice. Therefore, managing our maritime concerns requires effective cooperation among various government agencies. I hope that the National Maritime Council reflects this reality. The Council recognizes a peaceful, stable, and prosperous West Philippine Sea and South China Sea is still a distant reality. As a result of the meeting today, the Council agreed on policy recommendations for the President's consideration. Among these recommendations is the announcement of the rotation and reprovision missions to the BRP Sierra Madre in Ayungin Shoal, which shall remain routinary and will be scheduled regularly. Security challenges remain in our waters beyond the West Philippine Sea. Let us continue to anchor our policies and strategies on promoting the national interests of our maritime and archipelagic country. Maraming salamat.
National leadership view these incidents with concern, and that's the reason why the National Maritime Council was convened this afternoon. This is the second instance that the National Maritime Council convened and came up with policy recommendations for the President's approval and consideration. And we will be awaiting for the guidance of the President as regards to the policy recommendations that we submitted this afternoon. The President has always been composed, and immediately he asked the concerned cabinet secretaries to discuss the matter with him, and that's also the imprimatur why we had this National Maritime Council convened today.
Were there any efforts so far to reach out to China?
Well, those are matters that pertain to a proper office, the Department of Foreign Affairs, and we have yet to receive feedback from the relevant officials of the Department of Foreign Affairs. But reaching out is always a means to look at the situation, to resolve any pending issues or concerns.
Just last, That's lang. Is the government thinking of elevating this to a higher international body, this latest incident?
That's not yet in consideration, no? Because I think this is a matter that can easily be resolved very soon by us, and if China wants to work with us, we can work with China.
Sir, ano po yung magiging difference ng policy recommendation with the current policy po when it comes to the resupply mission? Kasi parang nagkakaroon naman po tayo ng regular resupply mission sa Ayungin, di ba po? Ano po yung magiging difference?
Well, we just don't know that if the reason for this is there was no prior knowledge on the part of China that we were resupplying. They knew that we had to resupply, that we were resupplying. It's just a normal, routinary matter. So, in the best interest of all parties, I think it was a wise decision for the President to accept our recommendation to publicize the schedule for activities without giving up anything. Wala namang masama doon.
Pero sir, puro military na po yung magkoconduct ng RORE?
Hindi naman, dahil civilian talaga yung effort na yan. No? But you must realize also that the people who are there in Sierra Madre are military components. So if ever there is a rotation, no? Rotation ang tawag doon, you replace those people there. So to that extent, military yun.